Welcome to another episode of Comedy Wham Presents. With me, your host Valerie, and sometime kitty co-hosts Miss Purrington and Mookie are back at home. We are recording from Fallout Theater Podcast Studio. Thank you, Fallout. ComedyWham.com is your place to go for features about all Austin comedy. In addition to podcasts, Comedy Wham brings you articles, album reviews, show reviews, our advice column, our listing of festivals from across the country and the world, our FPIA contest page, and my articles for the Austin Chronicle and thebarbedwire.com about the Austin and Texas comedy scenes. Our most popular feature is our events page for live comedy shows in Austin, Houston, and DFW, where 100% of the entries you see come from comics and producers. Click the Submit a Show button from the top of the homepage or events page to fill out the survey to get your show listed. It's free and easy. Tag us on your Instagram stories and we'll share your show promo to our followers. We also offer paid promo pushes on Instagram. Speaking of events, come check out my new passion project, Improv Vintage. You can follow us at Improv Vintage. It's just one V though, too complicated. But it's a fun improv show, very focused on vintage stuff. And now back to my script. Want to support these resources we provide? You can donate to Comedy Wham on PayPal, Venmo, or even Patreon. Click the Support CW icon on our homepage to see the ways that you can help us. Our podcast was launched in 2016 to bring you funny people and their stories. As a fan, I like to delve into a comic's background and motivations, and will usually take a detour along the way. Consider the interview a way for you to get to know the folks that make the Austin comedy scene one of the best in the country. If you like this podcast, please rate and review us. Today, we are talking to somebody who recently opened for Moa Mayer at Moody ACL. To my great surprise, I was pretty excited to see him come out on stage. He is also the host of a monthly Gigante. I'm probably not saying that with the right flourish. I could say Sabato Gigante, but anyway, I'm a halfie, so I'm terrible. Okay, the Gigante. Oh my God, I'm making it worse. The giant in Spanish comedy show at Rozco's Comedy Club. He's also got an LMAOF, that's OnlyFans special, and he tours across the state, probably across the country. I just figure I'm safe by saying he tours across the state. And now Comedy Wham presents our guest, Jessi Saldana. I'm just going to butcher everything, apparently.
You're good.
Oh, my God.
I butchered my own name plenty of times. Yeah.
Welcome.
It's good to be here.
You're one of like the sweetheart comics that you actually reached out to me and asked, hey, what does it take to be on the podcast? I'd like to do it. I'm like, and then we spent, like half a year, if not more, trying to make our schedules.
Yeah.
But we did it. We're here.
Yeah. I got asked to reschedule this a couple of times, and I was like, I can't. I have, we've been trying to do this for almost a year, I think.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, for sure.
So I'm glad we finally,
finally
made it happen.
Well, let's kick off with my icebreaker question and just get going from there. One word to describe your past.
One word to describe my past, I would have to say unpredictable.
Unpredictable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
So I've gone through a lot of phases, you know, had my skateboarding phase, a little bit of an emo phase. Then I really I was really into rap for a long time. Try to act like a gang member for a while.
Oh boy.
My academic phase. I was in a band once.
What? What have you not done?
When I started doing comedy, that's people were like, "Well, of course he's doing something else that doesn't make any sense." My family was really surprised. They're like, "You're not funny. So how are you?" Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not. My cousins are way funnier than I am. I'm like one of the quieter ones in the family. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it surprised a lot of
people.
people.
Hispanic families love roasting each other too. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, my dad had 7. He was seven siblings. So get them in a room together, and you just cannot stop laughing.
It's a great time, right?
Yeah.
I'm just not good at roasting.
Yeah.
I'm not good at. I'm not quick with it. like I'm not very witty.
Yeah.
It takes me a while. Like I tell a lot of stories in my. You've seen.
Yeah.
I'm more of a storyteller,
Mm-hmm.
and I just rewriting and tagging.
Yeah.
But when it comes to roasting, that's not my strong suit.
Yeah.
Like I've done a lot of roast battles, never won one. But people are like, man, you're good at it. I'm like, I've always lost. So no, I'm not. I think I'm good at getting roasted.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go in the Wayback Machine of time when you were growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And was comedy something that you were around?
Not really. I didn't start watching stand-up until, the very first time I even heard stand-up, a friend of mine had a George Lopez CD. And I'd never heard stand-up before. I didn't really understand what it was that she had. And she was like, you got to listen to this. It's funny. Huh. And I'm like, okay. It was weird to me to put in a CD to laugh. Yeah. So we put it in my car, and it was hilarious. Like when I was 16, I thought that was the funniest thing I've ever heard. And then we got cable at my finally, and I started watching Comedy Central a lot because I really like South Park. But then I started watching Comedy Central Presents, and I used to have a DVR with like hours of those 30-minute sets. Wow. Like I remember seeing Nikki Glazer on there, and Dan Saint Germain, Ali Sadiq, like all these comics that I really like now, and I'm glad I've seen them like their careers get bigger and bigger. But I remember seeing a lot of these people on Comedy Central Presents. I love those 30-minute sets. Well, they were really like 20-minute sets, but like I love that. And I just started watching a ton of stand-up when I was a teenager. Okay. Yeah.
Why do you think you floated around with these different, like, the skateboarder, the emo, the musician?
I don't know. I've always had a lot of friends, and like whatever my friends were into, I just give it a try. Like I remember my cousin got a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, the video game, and we were like, let's just try it. So my cousin had an old skateboard in his garage, and we just started trying to do it. Yeah. And then I bought one from Walmart, and we made ramps, and we injured ourselves a lot. Yeah. Never got good at it, but we loved it. Yeah. And then we started. There was a empty lot in my neighborhood, and we started jumping big dirt ramps on our bikes. It got pretty dangerous. Like we got injured pretty bad, some broken bones and stuff. But we had all the time in the world. Sure. And these ramps that we were jumping were probably like 6 feet tall. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Did your mom know about this? Well, I guess she found out.
I mean, everybody complained about it in the neighborhood. Because everybody was getting hurt, and like it was dangerous, but I mean, it was so much fun. I don't regret it at all. I did think that one of my friends died once because the handlebar. It looked like the handlebar went into his stomach. And he was just laying there passed out, and we were gathered around him freaking out about how much trouble we were about to get into. And when he finally we were like, oh man. Wow. We were so relieved. But yeah, he just knocked the air out of himself. And it was, but it was just whatever my friends were doing. I would be like, yeah, I'll try that.
Yeah. I didn't ask you, but where did you grow up?
It's Willis, Texas. It's an hour north of Houston. Okay. Very small town. It's not small anymore. It's really a suburb of Houston now. Yeah. But when we moved there, I think the population was like 3,000 something. Wow. It was tiny. So I was from Dallas. We moved there when I was 7. Okay. So it was like a huge change for us. Mm-hmm. And country living was I liked it a lot. Yeah. I'm glad I got to experience that part of life. Yeah. Because, I like living in the city now, but small town living is definitely an experience. Yeah. Like, people are just so different in small towns. Like, they don't want to go. They're like, I don't need to go anywhere. Yeah. I got everything I need right here. I'm like, you don't. but I used to be like that.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to live the rest of my life in Willis.
Really?
Until I started doing comedy, and then I was just like, oh, yeah, there's so much more to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you graduate then and stay in Willis? Oh,
Yeah, I
wow.
was just working, drinking a lot. There's not a lot else to do.
Yeah.
Wasn't really doing a whole lot with life, just working for the weekend, they say, right? That's all I was doing. And this guy that I went to high school with was doing stand-up, like at open mics. And I didn't know what open mics were. And he, sorry if I'm jumping ahead here,
No, it's fine.
but he ended up doing a show where it was first-timers only.
Oh.
That's how I did stand-up the first time, because I was like, if he can do it, I'll try it. And then I was hooked.
Was that in Willis, or did you have to go to Houston?
Yeah, I was in the next town over. It was in
Okay.
Conroe.
Oh, I've heard of Conroe.
Yeah.
That's a little bit bigger. Town,
Yeah,
right?
it's a small city.
Yeah.
But basically just did stand up in front of everyone that I knew. Yeah, for the first time, and it was great.
Yeah?
I did fine. You know, I instead of saying or just said the F word like a bunch of stuff. A friend of mine secretly recorded it. I didn't know he was recording it, and I don't know. Most people don't want to ever see their first set because it's awful.
Yeah.
So I finally he told me, because we worked together, and he told me he had a recording of it like a year after. So I didn't even know he had it, and we were at work, and he just told me, he's like, "Yeah, I got a recording of your first set," and he sent it to me. I watched it, and I stopped watching it after I counted that I said, can we curse on here?
Yes.
After I said fuck like 50 times.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because I was so nervous.
Yeah.
And that was like my nervous tick. Yeah.
Wow.
But besides that, it was great.
Yeah.
I got laughs, and I was like, I fell in love with it.
How did you approach like writing or coming up with your ideas?
So I've always been really good at school, right? Like I've always been really good academically. So I learned how to write really well in college, and speech classes helped me get over the fear of public speaking. I just got really comfortable with doing presentations at school and stuff. And whenever I finally started listening to professors and actually doing rough drafts and rewriting stuff, I realized, this does help a lot.
Yeah.
So that first set that I did, I typed out every single word and reworked it like 6 or 7 times.
Wow.
Memorized it, and just and then I just, from watching so much stand up, I kind of figured out joke structure.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I approached it. Threw in a few stories, but just try to write some bits. I don't remember any of them anymore, but
So the things you've long
yeah, just hacky, growing up Mexican stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just whatever. Like I've a lot of Houston comics have told me they were like, man, I'm glad you got better, because when you first started, oh man, one of my friends was like, dude, I thought you were the biggest hack.
Wow.
But I was just new. That's what you do, you know.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure it out.
Sure.
You haven't found your voice yet.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Man, this Houston scene is brutal.
Yeah, it used to be pretty brutal. Yeah, but I think it helps a lot. Especially whenever people see that you are going to mics every night and that you are trying. And when you do start getting better, like a lot of comics started giving me really good advice. Like, I'll never forget Radu Bondar. He's in LA now. After a mic, randomly, we didn't really talk to each other. He came up to me. He's like, hey man, you're getting pretty good at this. And he goes, on Fridays and Saturdays, if you're not booked, go to the Improv, go to a comedy club, like go watch stand up so you can see someone actually destroy a room.
Yeah.
Because what we're doing here, we think we're crushing, we've never crushed. And I started doing that.
Good advice.
Yeah, really good advice.
Yeah.
Like I went to see John Stringer at the Joke Joint in Houston. It's not even around anymore.
Yeah.
But he crushed this room so hard. I was like, okay, now I know what I got to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah. like watching someone else really take control of a room lets you know, like, okay, I got a lot of work to do.
Yeah. I do a lot of social media stalking when I prepare for my interviews, and I did notice that, you kind of grew into like a Houston comic.
Yeah.
I see a lot of your clips from the Riot, which is a cool, newer relative venue.
Great place right now. That's the hottest room in Houston right now.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I talked to Brian. I have his podcast episode. I'm pretty sure it's pre-COVID. He's the reason that we have a Houston Comedy Wham events page, which nobody submits to anymore, because he just got so big with the Riot Room and the festival.
Yeah.
That he was like a big champion. And then also Zahid at the Secret Group, he would post, and there was a woman there who would consistently post shows. And then obviously Zahid moved on.
Yeah.
And she must have moved on or forgotten, gotten distracted. So now it's just like this. I should just turn that page off, because I don't know anybody in Houston anymore that can kind of be a champion.
It's still a great scene over there.
Yeah.
Secret Group was my home club.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a highway expansion happening right next to it right now, and it's really killed that area. And that area used to be cool. There was like some really cool bars around there. The Astros play nearby. There's a brewery right there. So there was a lot of foot traffic. So those shows were really good. But right now it's like a construction zone. So it's hurting right now.
I was in Houston in August, and we stayed at one of those massive hotels there. And I remember we were driving around, and I saw the Secret Group. I'd never been before or even knew where in the town it was. And I was like, holy shit, that's the Secret Group?
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, we were driving in the daytime, thinking, this area is a ghost town.
And it used to be like so vibrant there.
Wow.
There were so many people just walking around all the time.
Wow.
Yeah. But I guess we need more highway lanes.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how did you make the leap, and what prompted you through all your different endeavors to I guess tell me about like how you went from that first one in Willis, or I guess it was in Conroe, and then did you continue in Conroe, and then what finally made you realize, I've got to go to Houston in order to really...
The same guy that did that show tried to do another one, because it was a successful show. It was packed.
Yeah.
So he booked an open micer from Houston to headline it, and I got to talking to him after the show, and he told me what open mics were, and I didn't really understand what it was. So I went to one, I signed up, and it was hard.
Yeah.
But then the host of that mic was like, "Hey, come back." And then other comics were like, "Hey, come to this one. There's another one over here." And then I realized there's this whole comedy world that I didn't even know existed. And I was driving an hour to Houston 5 times a week.
Far? Yeah.
Yeah, 5 times a week.
5 times?
Yeah, to go do these mics and then go to work at 5 in the morning. Yeah, and that's how I was like, I love this. I was hooked, and I've quit so many things. Like when, cause I got a huge, extended family. Right, I'm really close with a lot of my cousins, and now because I've been doing comedy like 8 years, I think, and they're like, "Wow, you finally didn't quit something." Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Because I started so many things and just I never finished any, or like just gave up on stuff or move on to the next thing. But
what do you think it is about? I feel like I'm asking this way too soon, but it does feel like you found your destiny. Why do you think this is the thing that you've been able to stick to?
I love the attention.
There we go. Because you didn't think
I'll be honest.
skateboarding and
I'll be honest.
breaking limbs was getting attention.
No, yeah. I just I love there's this feeling whenever I'm like you're in the middle of a bit or a story, and the room is like if you pause, the room's silent.
Yeah.
And everyone's staring, and you're like, oh, I know they're just waiting to see what I'm going to say next. I love that feeling. Nothing's better than that.
Yeah.
That control of a room,
Yeah.
it's powerful, and it's addictive, and that's like a high that I'm always chasing. Like I'm sure you've heard like comics get addicted to crushing, and then but they never write anything else because they're scared of trying new stuff because they just do what works, right?
Yeah.
I've seen that a bunch of times, but I like taking chances. I'll one of my buddies in Houston told me he hasn't seen anyone throw away as much material as I do, and I just like having fun on stage.
Yeah.
Like and when I have tried to do the same thing over and over and over again, I think the audience knows that I'm not having fun doing it, and it just doesn't go well. Like it's a performance. I've watched a few improv shows. I've watched like concerts different now. Like I'm paying attention to little details, like where are you standing on stage? When are you cueing lights? When are you stuff like that. And like it's a performance, and like people paid to be here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like let's have a good time. And I love that.
Yeah.
I love it's so much fun
Yeah.
doing this. Well, sometimes it's not.
So, yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, bombing probably isn't as fun.
But even when you bomb, like if you're with your friends and you're just laughing, like, yeah, that was a rough one. Like, or my favorite thing at the secret group was if we were bombing, you would hear some comic, and your comics laugh. You know your friends laugh, and it's silent in there. You're up there bombing, and you just hear your buddy laugh, and you're like, all right. This is still fun. Like this is still a good time.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I like taking those chances though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I got a very addictive personality, and so this is so addictive. The being told like, oh my God, I had such a great night, like, and then sometimes people after shows. Will come up and be like, I was having such a terrible week. Like, I just lost someone, and you made me forget about that. I'm just like, man,
wow,
that's
big,
crazy. Like that. I'm just up there telling dumb stories about stupid things that I've done, and people forget about their problems for a little bit, and it's nice.
That's a nice power to have, and to know that you can give that to people.
But then you get caught up in trying to make it or whatever your goals are, and it's frustrating. Comedy can be very frustrating. But Andy Huggins told me this on the way on a drive. I was driving him from Austin back to Houston, and right before he got out, he goes, "Hey, anytime you're having a hard time with this, just remember why you started doing it." And that's I can't thank him enough for saying that. Because it's easy to forget why you even started, because you like it.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have an addictive personality.
I mean, most comics do, I feel like.
Different addictions sometimes.
I used to hang out with a lot of drug dealers. I've seen more drugs hanging around comics than actual drug dealers.
Oh, as the maternal type, I'm like, kids, grow up, stop.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. Also, I feel like it maybe has slowed down, but there was a period where like a ton of people were like, oh, I'm sober now. I realized that what I was doing on stage was pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then I got sober, and now I feel like, okay, now I'm actually good.
Like I like telling new comics, if they do ask like any advice or what, I was like, I tell them, go up sober. You don't need to be smoking or drinking before. If you can't do this sober, then what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you have to be able to do it sober. Like, you don't want to be dependent on a substance for your performance. And like I've gone up tipsy or even like high or whatever. I hate it.
Yeah.
Because I'm ruining other people's night. It's just because I'm being selfish, right?
Yeah.
So like, go up sober, give these people a performance. Don't just go up there and do your set. Give them a performance.
Yeah.
They're here. Even if it's 3 people, they're here. Put on a show.
Right, right. When did you start feeling like Houston was kind of giving you the education that you needed to get better and better?
Just conversations that I had with comics that had been doing it for a while. Watching the headliners, like I said, when they came into town, and like going to festivals too. Like Secret Group used to do a Come and Take It festival, and you meet so many comics just hanging around green rooms and stuff, and like it's motivating to see where comedy can take you. And the only way to get there is to be undeniably good at stand-up. You know, well, I mean, now it feels like there are some shortcuts, but it's not fair to even call them shortcuts because doing social media content is a lot of work.
It is.
Like doing a podcast is a lot of work, but like
audio only is a lot less work.
Yeah.
It's still work.
Yeah. And like I've during COVID, I was making TikToks. You know, there was nothing else to do, but it takes so long to get it how you want it. Like I don't like that people say that social media is like a shortcut to success because it's not. It's so time consuming, and you have to figure out what people like and then just stay in that lane.
Yeah,
and
sometimes you have no idea what is gonna pop, and
you
get some random thing that goes viral.
Yeah, exactly. And I've gone viral once during the pandemic. I went viral, and I tried to make more content, and just nothing. It wouldn't work. And
what was the thing that you went viral with?
So my parents are both from Mexico, right? And they're from a rural area. So there's like whenever there's a wedding, they hire a band and clear a field, and we all go dance.
Okay.
There. It's not like actual venue. It's just a giant field, and there's little things that are always the same. Like there's groups of guys with a 6-pack at their feet. There's tequila bottle, and we just put the red cups upside down on them because there's no tables, there's no restrooms. They're just selling beer, and we sneak in liquor. And so during the pandemic, I was in my living room, and I was like, I'm gonna throw a baile, like a dance party here by myself. So I pulled up an old dance video on YouTube, and I just had a little party by myself in my living room and recorded it. And yeah, it went super viral.
Wow, how random.
It was so random. But it was because I put 6-pack at my feet, and I don't know, it worked. But when I was making it, I was like, this is gonna go viral. Like I knew it was. And then the other things that I try to like make content with, I was like, this isn't gonna work. But I'm just like putting stuff out. Yeah.
Yeah, chasing that high.
Yeah. And then like I did another one. It went viral because people were arguing in the comments on whether or not, because I did I don't know if you remember, people were sitting in their front yard during the pandemic with the sign that said, you honk, I drink.
I don't remember that.
Okay. Well, this was not a big trend, but it was something. So I was like, I'll do that. So I made a sign, and I sat in the front yard, and I'm just recording myself drinking when people honk. But then I turned the camera around. My buddy's sitting in his car in the driveway honking the horn. So people were arguing whether or not that was a DUI.
Oh my God.
That's why it went viral, because there was so many comments of people arguing.
How funny.
Yeah. If you can get people to argue in your comments, your video is going to go viral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True today.
Yeah.
True then.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, to answer your question, just watching other comics get better made me want to get better. And yeah, that's where it came from. Like it was kind of a little bit of competitiveness, but also like I feel like in Houston we just were building each other up a lot. The class of comics that I started doing mics with, and then like people started moving to New York and LA, and we were all doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Victor Tran up in New York now. He's opening for Ronnie Chang and
Wow.
Trey Tutson. You saw him that night with Mo. That's who I was doing mics with in Houston. So yeah, my buddy Jeff Joe, he was featuring for Russell Peters.
Wow.
Radu's out in LA running a bunch of shows, and I see him going viral all the time now. Yeah, just it's cool. The comics we were doing terrible mics with on Wednesdays at 2 a.m. to no one. Everybody's like doing stuff.
Yeah. Before the pandemic, there was, it was kind of known how different the Austin, Dallas, and Houston scenes were. And it seems like the Dallas and Houston scenes have kind of stayed the same. Obviously, Austin has changed dramatically. Are there things about the Houston scene that you wish were happening here in Austin? And actually, as a side comment, like I heard that the Houston scene was like really brutal. That you have to, because there's 2 big clubs. And then the Riot is now, arguably a big club. But at the time, it was the Improv, and I can't remember what the other big club was. But they were big rooms, so you can't dilly dally.
Yeah,
you've got to get the audience. So, they're impatient.
Yeah. So now there's a Punchline in Houston.
Okay.
And the Improv, and Houston been there forever. But yeah, like Houston crowds, if you're bombing, they're gonna let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like other comics too, hold each other to a pretty high standard. And if you're going up there and bombing all the time, you're not gonna get back up on stage. No one's gonna give you stage time unless you're getting better. I don't like seeing comics go fumble through their notes, and I see that a lot in Austin. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, especially on a show. I've seen a few comics that it's part of their act. That's different.
Yeah.
But no, I'm like, you didn't memorize these new bits you're gonna try out. Like that's lazy.
Right.
Yeah. Like memorize your bit.
Stop looking at your phone for what you're supposed to say next.
Yeah. Like I love writing on stage. But you're not gonna see me going through my phone.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll look at my phone to make sure I'm not going over my time. But I hate seeing people read off their notes. But there was a lot of rooms in Houston. Like I remember, I would be so nervous because if you didn't make the crowd laugh in the first 15 seconds, they would turn around because you're just at a bar and there's regulars there, right? And the mics in Houston, I remember, if I can get these regulars to turn around on their bar stool, I got something.
Yeah.
This is a good bit. But sometimes the mic would be going well, and everybody's paying attention, and you see somebody go up there and try some off the wall stuff, and people just turn around, and I'm like, ooh, that sucks. Like that's brutal. Yeah. Yeah.
Has it happened to you?
No, yeah, of course.
Do you feel terrible?
The one that felt the worst, I was trying to do a bit about abortion, and it was like 3 older couples in the very front. All 6 of them crossed their arms and leaned back in their seat in disappointment at the same time, and I was like, all right, this bit sucks. I can't do this one again. I remember one time I was running late to sign up for the open mic at the Improv, and I walk in the doors, and Ali Sadiq is yelling at all the comics. What if you ain't going up there and writing new material and like working on your craft? What are you doing here? You're wasting your time. You're wasting the improv time. You're wasting everybody's time. Like he was just lecturing everyone, and I was like, okay, I'm so glad I got to hear that though too, because it really set in with me. Like yeah, you gotta work on it.
Wow.
This yeah.
How long were you in Houston?
Doing comedy 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 maybe.
Okay, because 8 years, 9 years.
Yeah, I didn't really do a good job of counting how long I've been doing it.
You said you were good at academic stuff, so yeah.
Oh, I
you
used to
gotta
be. I
step
should have
up.
said a disclaimer. Used to be good at that. It killed a lot of brain cells since. But yeah, I was doing comedy in Houston, I think 7 years, and then I came out here to see if I could make anything happen out here.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna use that as the pause break because after we do the card game, we'll talk about what life has been like for you here in Austin. So the card game is Where Should We Begin? It's by this world famous psychiatrist. I don't know. I always get it wrong. Esther Perel, and it's just prompts. So you're gonna point to one of these two cards. Go ahead and point to one of them.
We'll do that one.
That one. Okay. So. I'm going to read this one to you after you read that one to me to answer.
Okay. I have a questionable relationship with...
chocolate? Oh, man. Yeah. It's just too much.
Yeah.
I love chocolate. I also have an addictive personality. I wonder if that has anything to do with the Hispanic side of my family, because my dad, he was an alcoholic until he did get sober, yeah, I wonder if the chocolate is my addiction. At least now I try not to overdo it, but I definitely know I could easily overdo it.
Oh yeah, I love a sweet treat.
Okay. All right. Your question, Jessi, is, this should be fun. When I look at a photo of my younger self, ...
Oh, I'm just so embarrassed. So embarrassed.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I still kind of do, but like I back then, early 2000s, in like hip hop culture, everybody was wearing giant shirts.
Yeah.
Double XL shirt, and I was scrawny. I was so skinny, wearing gigantic shirts, sagging my pants. And we used to starch up our jeans a lot back then.
Okay.
We would starch them up, and basically our pants could stand up by themselves because they had so much starch. And then we would push them down and sag them. It was ridiculous. I see. Luckily, that all those pictures are on from a disposable camera, so there's not a ton, right?
Yeah,
we didn't all have phones back then,
right?
Thank God. But yeah, there are the few pictures. I'm just like, man, what was I thinking? We're trying to dress like that, living in Willis, trying to look cool.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's that's what I every time. I mean, Facebook memories.
Yeah.
That too. I'm like, oh my God, what was I thinking back then? Yeah, do you remember people used to wear those affliction shirts?
No.
They were like skin tight, and they had a lot of like skulls on them, and it just said
I missed that.
it was not a good one. And that's I went through that phase too. Yeah. So
you're just like a trend follower.
Yeah. And then I now when I go to a wedding or like an event or something, I'll dress a little more country, right? I'll wear boots and a button-up shirt and a hat and all that. Yeah. And it kind of makes me upset because people will be like, "Oh man, I didn't recognize you without your costume." I'm like, I'm not wearing a costume. This is me dressing nice. And it has a lot to do with going to Mexico because when I was going to Mexico when I was 16 to 19, I was still dressing like with very baggy clothes and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And we started going to a lot of those dance parties I was talking about, and couldn't get any girls to dance with me. And my sister told me nobody wants to dance with you because you look dumb. Oh. Like, look at how you're dressed. You think these girls want to dance with you? So then I bought my first pair of boots. Started dressing nice, and immediately started getting a lot more yeses on the dance floor. Because you do have to ask girls to dance. Yeah. It's like very old school like that. There was one time I remember I saw this girl. She was beautiful, and she was with a bunch of guys though, and I knew they were her cousins. So I went, and I was friends with one of them. I went up to him. I was like, "Hey, is it cool if I ask this girl to dance?" He goes, "That's my sister," and I was like, "Oh." so is it cool? and he was kind of like messing with me, and he goes, you gotta ask my dad. And I was like, I don't care. I went up to her dad and asked if I could ask her out because there's a lot of fights at these things.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to get into a fight because there was like 10 of them. So, but yeah, that's what changed my style up a lot.
Yeah.
And
that's cool.
Yeah.
I will say that some of your posts where you were wearing like the button down, the not plaid, not checkered either. I don't know. It's like to me it feels very homey Mexican, not this is all coming out wrong.
I know.
Like
I think I get what you're saying.
Familiar to me because I had an Uncle Rolando, who he was a player.
Mm-hmm.
And that was his outfit.
Yeah.
It was like the nice, not super tight, but very like close fitting, and the button down, with the pearl snaps.
Yeah,
shirt,
I love me a pearl snap.
The cowboy hat.
Shirt now.
And man, Rolando, he never got married. He was always out.
Yeah.
That was the outfit.
So
the other brothers, they didn't follow that kind of style, but he did.
No, yeah. If it wasn't for going down to Mexico and going to those dances or weddings and quinceañeras and stuff, I would have never started dressing like that.
Yeah.
And then in Houston, going to the Mexican club is a time.
Yeah.
Oh man, that when I started going to the Mexican club in Houston, I started buying a lot more like nicer shirts, more boots, like hats, like. Because my sister's the one that really helped me get better at dressing better. Because she would tell me, she's like, because I remember I bought a pair of boots that were going out of style. I didn't know know anything about it. But luckily my sister was like, hey, don't buy those, buy these kind. These kind are the new style. And she was right. She's always been very up on what's stylish. Yeah. Gotta give her props on that. She did help me with that a lot. But yeah, one of my favorite weekends to talk about is in Houston. I went to a Marilyn Manson concert on a Friday. I went to like a regular club, like where they play like hip hop and stuff on a Saturday, and then Sunday night I went to the Mexican club. 3 different outfits, 3 different nights, 3 different friend groups. But yeah, I was like, that week I'll never forget that week because I was like, man, who else could pull this off but me?
Right. I was gonna say, you wore the same style of outfit at each of them. And you got yeses from everyone. Let's talk about when and why you started thinking about making a move from Houston to Austin.
So it was several things that I just I was trying to decide what I wanted to do, right? And I love Houston. I really didn't want to leave, but I don't know if you ever met Scotty Peterson. He was a Houston comic. He started in Austin. He was in Houston. He passed away, and in 2023 or 22, I think. And him passing really like that was a harsh blow to the Houston comedy scene, and because everybody loved that guy, and he was a really good friend. Everybody thought he was their best friend. That's the type of guy he was, right? So I was having a pretty miserable time in Houston after he died. I felt like I wasn't getting any better anymore, and I was kind of getting tired of doing stand-up, and a lot of new comics were like asking me for advice, and I was like, okay, I don't like I'm becoming an older comic, right? And that's when I was like, I remember thinking, I'm gonna go to Austin, and if I don't find myself loving stand-up in Austin, I'm gonna stop.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's a big ultimatum.
That I gave myself for no reason.
Yeah.
But I wanted to find out if I really loved stand-up or if I was just going out and getting drunk and stuff every night. Like I was really just trying to figure out what am I doing with my life. So I moved out here on a whim, really. I went on apartments.com, scrolled it to the cheapest, and just I didn't even come look where I was gonna leave.
Wow.
I just put all my stuff in a trailer, and my cousins helped me move out here. That actually, we moved out. I moved out here on a Saturday night, I think. On a Saturday, yeah, we put all my stuff in a trailer. We threw it all in my apartment, set up my bed, set up some air mattresses, and then we went to a rodeo here in Austin that night. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I was thinking you went to your first open.
Nah, we went to a rodeo and got hammered.
Oh,
But yeah,
always a party with Jessi.
yeah. Even on moving day.
Yeah. Oh my God, you must have been exhausted.
Yeah, we were tired, but man, we had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was your like first show or I don't even know if you went to a mic because at this point you really don't need mics. You're booking shows, headlining.
So as soon as I moved out here, like I already knew so many comics in Austin. Like I was helping Josh Kabaza run a show at Creek in the Cave. We had Tuesdays at 10. A tough spot. A lot of our shows got canceled because we didn't have an audience. So that happened right away. We lost that show pretty quick though, because it is a tough spot to sell tickets. And doing spots at Vulcan. I got my shot at getting passed at the Mothership. It didn't happen. But I did get my chance doing spots at Sunset. The Valve still is like my go-to place, and Rozco's. Like I was kind of plugged in already before I moved out here. So yeah, I wasn't doing a lot of mics. I am now doing more mics, but just because stage time is pretty hard to come by these days.
Yeah.
There's so many comics, and I'm talking to other comics. Everybody's got the same problem. There's just not enough spots to go around, and it's not that. I don't think it's people are being like what's the word gatekeeping. I don't think it's so much gatekeeping. I think there's just so many comics that there really isn't enough spots to go around.
Yeah, and I feel like the city, like the venues, they're just trying to survive. And sometimes it's a hard sell to say, yeah, you're going to have these comics who you're going to have to give them a drink ticket because that's, kind of a perk of getting them here. And by the way, they're probably not going to be drinking because they're all broke.
Yeah.
And we're going to take over your venue.
Yeah.
And it's hard. So mics are definitely tough unless you're a club, and shows, like if you're not proven, like you to me are proven because you had shows in Houston, the chicken and taco or something like that, and then of course now you have the giant Saturday, the giant Tuesday show.
Oh yeah, Tuesday Gigante. That show started in Houston, and that was actually Zod that had the idea for that show. Yeah, cool. So it was his. I think it was his idea, and he was like, "We should do an all Latino show." And I asked the secret group to give it to me because I knew I could book it and run it right, and they did. They trusted me with it.
Yeah.
And the first 2 years I was out here, I didn't want to do it here. But then after not getting booked, I was like, well, I need stage time. So Roscoe's gave me Tuesday, and I just want to do monthly. You know how it is. Producing a show can be stressful, and all you're worried about is selling tickets, and it's you never know.
Back on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
But it's an earlier show this
yeah.
time, so.
But it's been going well so far.
Yeah.
And
what kind of audiences do you get? Because I think, like, I don't know, maybe this is my personal bias. I think comedy audiences tend to be white. But I also do know that before the pandemic, there were like urban rooms in Austin. I don't hear or see about them very much post-pandemic.
Right.
But obviously we have lots of diverse communities in the city.
Mm-hmm.
So are you hitting with that audience? Are you getting Hispanic audiences, or is it still a lot of white audiences?
It's about half and half. I'd say it's mostly Hispanic. And there is actually a couple of stand-up shows in Spanish now in Austin.
Really?
And they're getting really good turnouts. Like there is a huge Spanish-speaking community in Austin that gets kind of lost in the shuffle, I guess.
Yeah.
But I feel like most shows in Austin, the audience are tourists.
Yeah.
You know, like Austinites. I don't know where they're going, but they're not coming out they're not coming out to the Velv, you know. Because I can't tell you how many times I hear someone go, make some noise if you're from Austin, and it's silent. Especially at those clubs on 6th Street. Mm-hmm. It's always just tourists in there.
Yeah, that was an observation that I made when I wrote an article. It was about the Texas comedy scene in general, and that was one of the things that I said is, the mothership is a big pull, but it's also tourists.
Yeah.
Coming in, flying in. Which is great, but a little it gives an artificial sense of what the comedy scene really is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the crowd that we've been getting at the Tuesday Gigante show has been very supportive too. Like the same people are coming back, and I love that. Yeah. Nothing makes me happier than seeing the same people because they're. Yeah. Like getting loyal audience members is huge.
Very huge.
Yeah. So that's made me very happy. Yeah. So.
And as the number of comics has grown in the city, are you finding it difficult to find Hispanic comics?
Oh,
or
no.
Is it finding
there's so many. Yeah. Like even in Houston when I started doing mics, there was maybe like 3 Hispanics doing it, and over the years it's been a lot more. Yeah. And I think it has a lot to do with our culture too, because like doing stand up, I feel like has always been looked down on. Like you're being a clown, right? Like it's not a real job. You're not making money, and it's hard to tell your family like, I'm gonna go to this bar for 4 hours so I can talk for 5 minutes.
But everybody in your family, in my family, they all know who George Lopez is.
Yeah.
And now these days it's the Ralph Barbosa effect.
Yeah. So and I remember seeing Ralph at a show in Dallas, and man, the first time I saw him do style, I was like, oh man, he's got it. Yeah. Like it was very obvious he was gonna blow up.
Yeah, my first time seeing him was the State Theater did a show during the pandemic, so this would have been spring 21, and there were a few people on that lineup that really popped for me. One was Dylan Sullivan, who
he's hilarious,
absolutely amazing, and Ralph. I'm sure there were many others of you that were crushing, but those were the 2 that stood out to me, and it's kind of wild that I got to see him there.
Yeah.
And I've tried to see him when he comes through. Have you been to Moon Tower, the festival, before?
No, I've never gone.
So there's a show by a comic out in LA called Surrounded, and they do that show at the Velveeta Room, and the comics don't perform on the stage. They put all the chairs in a circle in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
So
I've seen pictures of it, yeah.
Okay. I love that show. It's absolutely fascinating to watch because the idea is it's not a traditional crowd work show. It's the comic is in the round. They're not allowed to do their own material, but they are looking around at the audience and like picking things to say.
Okay.
And that's what's supposed to be funny. And I remember watching him at Moon Tower, and I think this was 2 years ago, and before the craziness with his career. And I remember thinking, wow, he's brilliant. That was amazing what he did.
Yeah.
and nicest guy. And I still remember like talking to him outside the Valve, saying, "Would you do an interview with me?" And he said yes, because he's the nicest guy in the world. And then he's just had this insane career, and I'm like, well, I guess not.
Yeah, something crazy about Ralph. He was best friends with one of my cousins in Dallas.
Wow, that's insane.
And Ralph and I had already known each other, right? And we were doing a show together at the Addison Improv. And then my cousin finally told Ralph, like, yeah, Jesse's my cousin. And and I remember Ralph telling me, I was like, bro, you didn't think to mention that like 2 years ago? Like, your cousin's doing comedy and I'm doing comedy, and you didn't click in your head like, oh yeah. And my cousin's just like, no. Yeah.
Oh,
It's a small world.
yeah.
But we actually had him do, you mentioned chicken and tacos. My buddy Jeff Joe and I, we were driving to San Antonio, and he told me his idea for the show. And he goes, man, let's do this show. We can call it this. And I was like, man, that's kind of a funny name for a show. And it worked. Man, people would buy, they didn't know who we were, right? And we had a logo. We made a logo, and people really liked that. And we first started doing it at a brewery in Conroe. And then we started getting more venues, and like the show was catching on. We're doing this show at the House of Blues in Houston.
Wow.
Not in the big room, but still. It was cool.
Yeah.
And like, we were dressed nice, and it was like everybody would the audience would dress up a little bit. It was a really cool vibe we had going. And we had Ralph on that at the House of Blues right before it blew up.
Wow.
So yeah, it was cool. But yeah, whenever I was in Houston, I felt like, what else can I do here? And that's when I kind of decided to move here to Austin, because I was like, let me see what I can do out there. Yeah. And it hasn't been much. No, I have done some cool things though. Yeah, I've done some really cool stuff out here.
And I was so excited when I screamed when I saw you come up at that Mo show.
When I saw your message after that, it made me so happy. And like that was crazy because I wasn't supposed to be on that show. Oh. Yeah, I was at work, and I was scrolling through Instagram, and I saw that my buddy Trey was going to be in town featuring for Mo, and I hit him up. I was like, hey, let's get a drink or something afterwards. And then he told me, man, just come hang out right now. So I clocked out of work, drove down here, and I was just hanging out with my friend, and then Mo was like, hey, I need you to open up the show, do 5. And I was like, okay. I've never done a theater before.
Oh, wow.
I've never been in front of that many people before. Yeah. So I was sweating bullets. I was so nervous, and all I was concerned with was not going. I was like, I'm doing 5 minutes exactly, and I did 5:03, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, and I was
especially for a storyteller.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Yeah, like I was on Kill Tony, and I don't like that show, but my friends came from Houston, and I was just hanging out with them. And they all went to sign up, and I was already there. So they were like, man, just sign up. And I never signed up before. I never was interested in doing that show. Yeah. And my name gets pulled. And, doing a minute for me was very, I mean, doing a minute is difficult. But, it didn't go well. It was pretty bad.
How was the interview?
But I don't care. It was also bad. It was just all bad. But, I mean, I don't care about that show. And I was like, whatever. But so I was kind of like feeling weird about doing it, and then my girlfriend saw me how like weird I felt about it, and I was kind of like upset. But then I got to do the thing with Mo, and she goes, "Man, the difference in your reaction." I was like, "Yeah, sorry, she's got to see all the highs and lows of my comedy bullshit."
There's a lot of highs and lows.
Yeah.
When you do this career.
But man, the highs are so good.
Yeah.
But right now the lows are pretty long. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm excited about the. I can't. I just can't even do it.
Tuesday Gigante?
Yes. Gigante.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we came up with the name playing off of Sábado Gigante. Yeah.
Which I watched growing up.
Yeah,
My
it's
dad
crazy.
loved that
We all
show.
watch that show.
Yeah.
And it got uncomfortable sometimes, like watching that show with your family. And like there's just like naked women
Dad.
on TV dancing around. Yeah. I was like, okay. There used to be this show that would come on a Mexican TV station and on Saturday mornings. I remember my friend's dad would always have it on. It was called Control.
Okay.
So it would just be Mexican music with a bunch of women in bikinis at a pool for like 3 hours. That's all it was.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just like, man, this is crazy on a Saturday morning. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, mom and the kids are probably out doing something. It's like, well, dad's got to be entertained.
Yeah. No, that was just like what was on in the background. Like just a bunch of women dancing around in bikinis. Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to talk about before we start wrapping it?
I mean, I just want to support our local comics, you know?
Yeah.
That's what we
The
need.
ones that have been here for a while. The new ones are great too. I talked to the new ones, and most of them are very sweet, and they come here with good intentions.
Yeah,
So,
there's still a lot of good comics out
still-
here.
Yeah.
Come to our shows.
Yeah.
If you see a comedy show at a brewery, stop by.
Yeah. Right. Audiences, they need you. So go to
Yeah,
the shows.
and if you don't like the comic that's on, they'll be off stage pretty soon.
Exactly. There'll be another one that you'll absolutely love.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, are you ready for your closing question?
Yeah.
Okay. One word to describe your future.
Oh, that's a hard question. I'm gonna say optimistic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, and I've always been the opposite of that.
Really?
I've always been a pessimistic person.
Wow.
I'm trying to change my mindset
Yeah.
because I've always focused on negative things more. I mean, a lot of people do that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like, especially when I'm with other comics and I start complaining about comedy, I remember when we were doing a 8-hour drive to Lubbock, from Houston to Lubbock to do a show, right? And we hadn't even gotten out of the Houston area yet. And I'm complaining about comedy. And the guy that I was with goes, hey, look, man, we can complain about comedy this entire 8-hour drive, but I got to tell you before we really get on the road, you know how many comics wish they'd done half the shit that you've done?
Oh.
And I was like, damn. That really put it in perspective. And I was like, I'm still going to complain. And he goes, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. But he goes, but you need to realize that you've done some cool shit. And I have.
Yeah.
But the thing with comedy is like, you always want more.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's never enough. It's never enough.
I will give a shout out. I just sat down with him, Rafael Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, I mean, he may have been putting on airs with me. The most optimistic guy.
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
I put him on Gigante a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
great.
Very positive. His comedy's obviously
He's
very
got
hilarious.
a very good vibe to him.
Yeah.
He's a good person to have around.
That's why I like.
And I've only been around him a handful of times.
Yeah.
But I was like, this guy's cool.
Yeah. So sometimes I like all of you new comics that are coming into town because you find a gem like that, and JJ Curry too. I've kind of on a run here of trying to get through all the finalists.
Oh, okay.
And talking to them, the finalists, the FPIA finalists. It's amazing how many new comics to town have no idea about this contest. That all of us pre-pandemic, we all knew. All you had to say was the finals or the finalists. You didn't even have to say FPIA, and people would know exactly what you were talking about.
Oh yeah.
But this new guard, they don't know. Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
Yeah, that's really it's something you really got to work on. I
You
realized.
do, yeah.
I've always thought like, man, there's just some people that are happy, and I'm not one of those people. Like, nah, you can be. You just
Yeah.
gotta
Some
make
hard
it
work.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Right. It's like, and I don't know if you grew up with this, but you and I are both left-handed.
Hmm.
It's like being forced to be right-handed. It's hard work. You can do it, but you want to write with your left
Yeah.
hand. So that I think the pessimist optimist I think is a very similar
Well, that
thing.
reminds me of those broken. I broke my left wrist.
So you did have to learn.
I did have to learn how to write with my right, and
Well,
it
yes.
was extremely difficult. I still can't do it. Like yeah, it was hard.
Yeah.
That was a hard few months when I had that cast on.
Oh man, that's rough.
And that one was I didn't even break my wrist doing skateboarding. I was trying to show my friend a wrestling move I thought I came up with, jumping off his bunk bed.
I
Yeah.
don't think I could have handled you as a child. No.
Yeah,
Too
my
many.
poor mom. Oh, like so this next Tuesday Gigante is on my birthday. It's my birthday just happened to fall on a Tuesday this year, and like my mom made me cry the other day. We were talking and we were talking for like it's cool like now that I'm almost 40. Like our relationship has changed so much. I feel like we actually talk to each other now, and she told me I'm very happy that you're my son, and I couldn't handle that, but I was like, I really needed that,
Oh,
and like she knew,
that's sweet.
yeah, it was great, and I was like, man, what am I so angry about all the time?
Yeah.
So yeah,
And as a mom, I can tell you that when your child tells you like the dark thoughts, you're like, you instantly think, what did I do wrong? That my
yeah,
child has these thoughts, and it's like, oh, it's tough. So I'm glad that you and your mom kind of got to that point where,
mm-hmm.
yeah, you can have those conversations, and yeah,
Yeah, it's
she loves you.
she had a very hard life. Like almost her entire life has been
Oh,
difficult. And she did tell me like cuz I got a drinking problem, right? And she told me that she felt like she failed
yeah.
because of my drinking, and I was like, "Whoa, no, this
We take it hard as
yeah,
moms.
and I just
Yeah,
never even considered her feelings about it.
yeah,
I was just caught up in having a good time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. That's what it does.
Yeah.
Is it makes you forget about the outside world.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that is one of the cool things about getting older. Is
Learning your lessons.
I mean, actually, like getting to know. I feel like I'm finally getting to know
Yeah.
who my mom is
That's
as a person instead of just being my mom. So that's
Aw.
cool. It's really cool.
Very sweet. Okay. Well, I hate to end on that note because it's so sweet. Okay, well, that is a wrap on Comedy Wham presents Jessi Saldana. Jessi, tell us where we can find you on social media and promote your
So
projects.
social media, it's at Theo Jessi Saldana.
Such a great handle, by the way.
Thanks. And that my friends back home used to call me Uncle Jesse because like a Full House and what's that show with the General Lee car?
The Dukes of
The
Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard. They had an Uncle Jesse, and that, so like, and that's where it came from. But I was just like,
okay.
I'll just put it in Spanish.
Yeah.
So
right.
that's where Theo Jesse came from my
Nice.
friends calling me that. And it's funny. I never thought it would catch on.
Yeah.
But yeah, people know me as that, and people think that's a stage name. I'm like, no, it's just my Instagram handle. That's not how I go up. I just go up with my name.
Okay. And other social media and the show. Promote.
Yeah. So we got a monthly show at Rozco's Tuesday Gigante. It's usually the third or fourth Tuesday of the month. And what else? Yeah, I mean, I'm on social media. Everything's Theo Jesse. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Very cool. Well, we hope you've enjoyed learning about how Jessi got to be the comedic genius that you heard today, just as much as I have. This has been Comedy Wham Presents Jessi Saldana. I'm Valerie, and that's been funny. Thank you, Jessi.
Thank you. This was great.
We finally did it.
Yeah. I'm so glad. This was fun.